Nigeria will be taking on Saudi Arabia in the second game of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, at the second group game for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. Now, going to that game is a game that Nigeria must win. And in other news, Morocco has qualified for the next round after beating Brazil by 2-1. Fine performance put up by the Moroccan side. So, for me, this is a game must win 110%. The ball must get to Porabo. Aliyu Zubairu must get that ball to Porabo. His whole tactics, the whole structure must be getting the ball to Porabo. Now, who might say, of course, it's a team game. Of course, certainly it's a team game, and you cannot rely on one player. But you must build your game plan around your best player. And for me, Porabo is the best player in the team. And what I saw in the last game, against Norway, and even in the AFCON as well, was I saw Porabo lots of times having to drop deep to look for the ball, to get the ball. And that just doesn't work well or sit right with me if you're talking about a striker. A striker needs to be in and around that box, looking to finish off chances. Of course, you'd like to see your striker every now and again drop deep, link up play with teammates, but what you don't want to see is, you don't want that to be what he does for 90 to 95% of the game, and that was what Porabo was doing in that game. So for me, whether you want to get Sani Suleiman, where I think he must start, because Achichi didn't cover himself with glory, any sort of glory winning. He started the game. He looked a bit heavy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. He didn't look ready to take on his man 1v1 each time he got the opportunity. So for me, I feel Sani, in the minutes he had, I think he did enough to get that starting shirt, not even to fight for it, to get that starting shirt going into that game. He was more willing to go 1v1 his man. He was more physical against his fullback. So get him in, because you need to get those crosses into the box, and he showed better combination play, with the left back. So top marks in that regard. So for me, he should start. Now, in terms of the 10 role, Ayuma, I've seen him over the AFCON games, on the 20 AFCON. I've seen him in this first game versus Norway, and for me, he isn't that guy. Maybe he starts tomorrow and shocks me and shocks the world and becomes this creative genius, but at this point in time, he doesn't look like that guy that can be creative. I see him more as a guided guy, the guy that wants to take your long free kicks, the guy that takes that long shot from distance, that sort of thing. But when you're talking about a game that you must win, you need someone that can be creative on the ball. So for me, I think maybe he doesn't get to start. But looking at the bench, who do you have there? There's a talk about Kamaldeen Abdul Jalil Mustafa, a player that supposedly has been linked to moves to Royal Antwerp, Strasbourg, Chelsea as well, in the blue core group and things like that. He has been linked to a move like that. And then in the Chile game, there were talks about him impressing very well. He sort of built the Chile pre-tournament friendly match that Nigeria played against Chile. And so there were talks about him having a good performance in that game, and when he came on, you could see the home fans, like the Chilean fans who were in the crowd, sort of hailing every touch he made, expecting something magical to happen. So maybe he is the magical guy, and you're already hearing people saying he's the new Iwobi, he's the new JJ Okocha. I think JJ Okocha is quite a different player, though he's Iwobi's uncle. They're not similar in my humble opinion. So for me, if he's the one with the creative spark, he should start then. And then as well, I'll be looking for Charles Agada to start. Probably I would like to go with some sort of 4-4-2 diamond, not 4-4-2 diamond, some sort of formation that sees two strikers, or maybe Agada playing slightly withdrawn, because I think he has the physicality. He's kind of like a Kun Aguero regen, short, stocky, pacey, can bully defenders, can run with the ball. Maybe he starts, because for me, having a look at Salihu, not quite. He wasn't that great for me, in my humble opinion. Or maybe Kamaldeen takes up that role and plays sort of creative role behind, the striker or strikers. So that's where I'll look at it. But for me, the ball has to get to Porabo. two chances that he kind of got. We had chances he created for himself. The first one, he got the ball, ran at defense, brought the ball out of his foot and took the shot, hit the crossbar. The next one, the ball was bubbling all over the box. He rushed in, took a shot, dragged it slightly wide, despite the fact that he beat the goalkeeper, but he missed that chance. So you want him in that box with chances being created for him to take those chances. Of course, you want him doing combination play and linking up with his teammates, but overall, you want him to be in his best position, be in a position to score goals. You want to create those chances for him to score. And this problem is one problem that Nigeria has at the senior level as well, which is chance creation for the senior player, for the striker. And that has been an issue even for the Flying Eagles. So going into this game is a must win, really. If you draw points in this game, you're done. If you drop points, you're done. The expectation right now is maybe Colombia would go into the game versus Norway needing a win and maybe get a 1-0, 2-0 win, because I think that can happen. But if Norway for whatever reason draws or even wins, then that's curtains. That's curtain for Nigeria if Nigeria fails to win this game, because I don't want to go into the last game of of this group stage for Nigeria having to think about that even if you win, you may not qualify and things like that, and start thinking about best third place team and those kind of things. In this group, it will be really embarrassing if Nigeria ends up having to struggle to qualify for the knockout phases as the best third place team. So going to this game, Nigeria must win. Zubairu, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to outcoach what he's done in previous AFCON tournament and in the game versus Norway, but the team has to change. There must be more creativity in this team, and that's why I look at the bench and I say, wow, what's the problem? What's the problem? Let's see if Kamaldeen is that guy, as people have been raving about, as this super creative player. Let's see what he does. So I'm going to come to the end of this preview for the game. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Please smash the like button if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscription button as well, and let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, and I'll see you on yet another video. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.